Look how dirty that window is. And I'm here in the Dragon Center up near Spadina and Dundas. Let me just make sure everything is coming through a-okay. Look how dirty that window is. Hopefully you guys can see and hear everything okay. I'm gonna get my gloves on and we're gonna start moving. I'm gonna head outside. It is, what day is it? It is Saturday, January 4th, 4:27 p.m. and about minus 2 degrees Celsius is the temperature, although with the wind chill, it's a little bit more like minus 12. I gotta get moving before security kicks me out of this place. Tiana says there's significant snowfall where you live. Madano 1973 is here. Marge, Divyesh, Daniel, Philip, Mr. Sunjib. I think I saw Jennifer Gala here. Starlight, Who's Jaw. Thank you so much for tuning in. Not sure where I'm going on this one just yet. Another cloudy ass window to look through. I might have to put my glove away. If you guys could let me know how the audio sounds on this one. I'm using the DJI Mic 2 here, but it is just hooked up through Bluetooth directly to the iPhone 15 Pro, so hopefully everything sounds okay. And you may have noticed in the title I mentioned a higher quality stream. Oh, I hear the singing man. Some kind of bad karaoke going on. Loriam says, sounds good. Marge says a little low, then turn your volume up. There's nothing I can really do about that. Loriam says, sounds good. Yeah, it gets plenty loud on my phone here if I turn it up. Pat75 says, Happy New Year, Johnny. But you know what I can do? How is that? Is that better? Let me know if that is better like this. How is that? Is that better? At least this way I can switch between the two. Okay, we're gonna have to go through here to get outside. That's a good way to pick up a copyright right off the start of the stream. But this is Dundas and Spadina. Randy Ruck says yes it is. Yeah, this is the camera microphone. But if it gets windy, I can switch over to the wireless mic. It's good to have that option. I'm not used to streaming with the phone. Let's cut through Kensington Market. It's been a while since I've walked through Kensington. Vivian Johnson says you're only 5 minutes late and 256 viewers beat you to it. Vivian Johnson, minutes late and 256. Oh, now the wind is really picking up. And just an FYI, if you're watching on a big screen or a high resolution monitor, try upping the resolution of the stream up to 1440p. I'm actually pushing out 3 times the amount of data than I normally do on a live stream. So this is going out at triple the bit rate, so it should look extra good in theory. There's more to higher quality than resolution. Bitrate is the other half of the equation. Well, there's a few more factors as well. There's Look North up Kensington. And if this goes well, and if we're able to maintain a high bitrate and good quality, the next step is we're going to be trying 4K pretty soon. I started live streaming, I think like 4 or 5 years ago. I was, to my knowledge, the first person to be doing it like this in Toronto on YouTube. And I started with just Freedom Mobile on my Galaxy S8 Plus. And oh my, that was a bad quality stream. Jennifer Gallant says you're watching on your OLED. Very clear, thank you. And I'm assuming you hit the settings cog and made sure it's in 1440. Is really my reason for wanting to get out and do this today. This is Augusta Avenue. Thank you for confirming, Sean, as well. If the audio gets too windy, let me know and I can switch over to my wireless mic with the wind buff on it. Is this downtown? Yeah, Kensington Market is downtown. It's a very quiet Kensington Market. Candace says can't wait for 4K streams. Well, this should be nearly as good, and it should be significantly better than the 1080 streams. Jellybean says it's windy. Here, let me see. Yeah, I hear a lot of that wind. Okay, we can switch over. You might have to turn your volume up. But when it's windy, I can move over to this microphone where you won't hear the wind. Some people have said it's a little quieter. Just turn your volume up. There's Bellevue Square Park. Ooh. But huge thanks to everyone who has tuned in today, and thank you to our mods, and welcome to all the new Patreon supporters and channel members that have been, I guess, added I don't know how to say that properly, to membership since New Year's. There's been a whole lot of new people. Maybe. All right, Pat 75. Jellybean says, is that your cutie new hat? 75. Yeah, this hat was given to me by a viewer who also gave me a bracelet. Let's try zooming in on the CN Tower from here. Johnny B says, awesome picture. Thank you. That's what we're going for. Ready Eddie says, golden hour in the city. It's looking nice on my TV screen. Thank you, Ready Eddie. You had a few questions about this software. Shoot me a DM. I saw you were streaming with Prism. Lisa says, good sky. So I don't know how long I'm going to be out streaming today. I just wanted to test this. There's Oryx. I didn't know that was also on that building there. Gus Tacos. I need to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner after this. I guess with the wind died down. Or we can switch back to... Get back there. This mic. Sorry about that. It's kind of an experimental stream. YouTube watcher. 149 YouTube watcher. Thank you for the first super chat of the stream. Thank you, YouTube watcher. That's Baldwin right there. Hey, we have 457 viewers. Thank you so much. Jeffrey Wu says, good evening, happy Saturday. Good evening to you, Jeffrey. Johnny was about to say food super chat. Well, after this live stream, I'll be getting some food. Got food on my mind. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to go to Ripley's Aquarium. Hence the video from there today. I am running with no videos in advance. So the video I recorded just before this, I'm gonna have to put up on the channel for tomorrow. Got zero backlog. Hopefully tomorrow I can make a few. I'm meeting a couple of friends at a bar in the afternoon. So hopefully I can make one going to the bar and maybe one after. bungalow. So this is College Street coming up in a few blocks. Marge, $5 to help with the food. Thank you, Marge. Thank you for the $5. That'll definitely be put to good use. Sorry. Oh, that couple is trying to get into that car. Thank you, Marge. I'll let this girl who is driving with her phone in her hand make her turn. Falcom Scott is here. Greetings, Falcom. Mike T says, you finished watching my aquarium video about half an hour ago. Yeah, maybe I didn't pick the best day to go because it's a day when school is not back in session. Although I heard randomly on weekdays, if there's field trips, it can be quite the zoo there. So I don't really know how to time it to go there when it's not so busy. Vivian Johnson, to get a drink and wash down the food, $5. And Peter Bradfield, $1.99, as long as you're not food on someone else's mind. Well, I could show you some freaky DMs I've received where that might be the case, but thank you, Vivian Johnson, so much. And Peter Bradfield, hope all is doing well over on your side of the continent, Peter Bradfield. There's a new place, Taco Taco. I want to get a look at their menu. Simon's Gordon, $2 for food and more on-scene live streams. Simon's Gordon, thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated, Simon's Gordon. Okay, I will be well fed tonight, thanks to you guys. Thank you very much. This is College. And the sun will be setting very soon. Cookies Monstrosity, $5.99. Well, a small dessert from you. Thank you, Cookies Monstrosity. Solar Cane, $5. Here's another $5 for your dinner. How far is Burgers Priest? I actually don't know where the closest Burgers Priest is to here. Maybe someone can sleuth that in the or in the chat. Ocean AI, $15. Buy some drinks with your meal. All right, I'm gonna be eating like a king tonight. This might mean going to Barbarians. Actually, I haven't been to Stock Bar in a while at Yonge and Eglinton. Maybe I'll see if I can go there tonight, but holy shit. Thank you so much to Ocean AI, Solar Cane, and Cookie Monstrosities. You guys have spoiled me already. And we're just underway here. I'm keeping a close eye on my upload rate. Because like I mentioned earlier in the stream, the next step is to go up to 4K. This one is triple the bitrate of my usual streams. I've got all this bloody data from Rogers and Bell. I might as well use it. There's a third carrier I'm not using right now, but I do have plans to incorporate that when I go up to 4K streaming. Jellybean says food AF. Sean says Portland and King is the nearest spot. Thank you for letting us know the closest place to find a Burger's Priest. There's a Burger's Priest near Yonge and Eglinton, but truthfully I prefer Alouette Go. Oh, they redid the artwork here. I also kind of prefer Rudy in my area. Falcom Scott wishes he had cookies inside his flat. You know, I'm trying to eat better and trying not to eat so much junk. But I recently opened up a box of After 8 dinner mints I got for Christmas, and I've been pigging out on those every time I walk by them. That's one of the reasons why I try not to keep that kind of stuff in my home. But they're delicious, and I guess it's the time of year for that. Might be one of my all-time favorite things to eat. If I had unlimited Junior Mints, I think I would weigh 10,000 pounds in a hurry. That's probably my all-time favorite candy. Whitby Dude is here. Greetings, Whitby Dude. Mimo Media Support says, can you please tell us your tools? Maybe I'll do a how I do this video, either on this channel or on my other channel. But I'm still experimenting right now. If you've seen my recent streams, you know my experiments can go awfully wrong. Yeah. All right, where do we want to go? South, down Spadina, or east on College? Place your bets. Let's see how well, in theory, we should be able to zoom right in on the CN Tower from here. And it should look really good. Let's do 6 times. Jellybean asking if I want hot chocolate. I think we're gonna go down Spadina, so there won't be a Starbucks until what, south of Queen? Should take says east on College, other people saying south. Yeah, I think Spadina is a bit more interesting tonight. That stretch of College, it's more of a weekday walk, I would say, with U of T. Lisa says, good on the Zoom. Yeah, south winds. Brad Palmer is here. He says, good zooming. Thanks for the feedback, Brad Palmer. I hope you had a great New Year's. Some votes still coming in to go east on College. Oopsie doopsie. Tiana says your goal is to eat healthier. I think that should be everyone's goal, except those that eat too healthy, if that's such a thing. Cooking Monstrosity says that aquarium tour was nice but trippy. It's always hard to record that sort of thing because if you want to stop and look at everything, you're going to get a 3-hour video and people are going to be bored to tears. But the things you do want to stop and look at, there's a million people looking in the windows of every display. So I did my best to strike a balance of keeping the video going, moving along while still trying to show the displays. Noni says, will I give you a hot take on the Air Canada carry-on charge? It's not a hot take. I'm all for it. As someone who carries on only, it drives me nuts when people bring too much shit on board. Especially in the wintertime. You'll have someone with their carry-on. They'll try to put their backpack or personal item up there. They'll try to stuff a Canada Goose jacket up there. Or they're duty-free. It's like, no, you get one little slot the size of a carry-on. Everything else goes under the seat in front of you. I've always maintained I'd be glad to pay for my carry-on if it meant other people weren't abusing it. So for all the shit Air Canada does, I actually support this. I don't think it's going to be on all their routes. There's nothing worse than boarding by your zone. Finding out all the seats around you are already full because a bunch of people boarded earlier and all the overhead compartments are taken up because people shove way too much shit up there. There's roll sand. Lisa says best grit, Chinatown. Well, at least the wind has died down from earlier. Jane Jarin is here. Why, Haas, does it irk you that us Torontonians have no snow? Whippy Dude says domestic, not overseas. I wish they would do that overseas. Checked baggage should be free. Carry-on should be paid for. Or at the very least, like, enforce your damn rules. If anyone has a carry-on that's bigger than what you allow for, don't let them bring it on. And don't let people put anything more up top than just one thing. I love this view. Seems Heartless says, wow, this feed looks great. Thank you. Now to make it not look great with my ugly mug. But thank you to the viewer who super chatted me this awesome Vessi hat in person. I said super chatted, but really they just gifted it. It's super comfortable. It's definitely in the rotation. Fudao Noodle House. This view with the CN Tower is the reason why I often find myself on this side of the street when I'm walking south. There's a great Vietnamese restaurant right behind me. Doug says, hi from Port Townsend, Washington. Thanks for the great Chinatown video. Wish you were there. Feed looks awesome. Thank you. Henrique says, watching on your 4K TV, excellent quality and smooth stream. Thanks. If you are watching on a higher resolution display, make sure you hit that settings cog and that the resolution is up to 4K. I might do a few more streams like this, and if all goes to plan, we're going to be doing 4K. Ultimately, I want to do 4K with the DJI Pocket, which I can do. That's going to require one extra piece of equipment I don't yet own. As we go south, down Spadina. There's Ajisan Ramen. Ooh. All right. That's a really... They should just go forward, turn around, and nose out of that spot. Backing out of that. Not the smartest thing. And yes, no Spadina streetcars. They were supposed to come back last month, but as you can see, we've still got buses. See, this driver is coming out nose first. King's Noodle on the right. And we are back to where I started this stream from. Dragon City. We just went on a big loop through Kensington and Chinatown. Lily says sometimes we'll have to go over to Scotland. Waiha says no slight against Torontonians, but y'all the worst drivers. You know, there's a time when I would have said Montreal was by far home to the worst drivers, but I wouldn't just say Toronto in particular. I think a lot of the people that live in Toronto are probably pretty good drivers, but there's a lot of suburbanites not used to or just don't know how things are supposed to work in the city. Running people over left and right here. Holy shitballs, 769 viewers, thank you. Thank you very much. Jellybean ordered it. Does that mean there's a coffee, C-A-W-F-E-E for me, or a hot chocolate? Can you confirm it's the Starbucks just south of Queen? RMX of Nothing says it looks so much brighter on my stream than it is outside. I don't know, it looks kind of similar to me, but thank you. Thank you, Brian. I don't think 4K will look too much better than 1440. I could have cheated and I could have just set this to 4K at this bit rate. People that are technically inclined will know what I'm talking about, but... Hello.
I met you already this third time. May.
May.
I want to give you this.
Oh, not on camera? Okay.
For your walking and
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm not able to subscribe. I'm not a subscriber, but I watch you. And I clicked on your channel just now, and you're walking. I was like, okay, now I can go give it to me. So, I'm sorry I don't follow your channel, but I follow you.
Cool. Well, what happened to my phone?
Your phone.
Did I just put...
Oh, it's here.
Oh. I just... Thank you so much, though. Thank you. Take care. I'm going this way. I'll let that very, very friendly viewer. I had a moment where it was like, oh shit, where did I put my phone? All right, we continue. So apparently there's a Starbucks waiting for me just south of here, courtesy of Jelly Bean. Brad says super nice people that I meet all the time. They far outnumber the not so super nice people. And I had met her before, but she said that was the third time we met. Sometimes I feel bad when someone says, hey, I met you last year, and I don't quite remember. I do my best, but it's not always possible to remember everyone. Ashley Stewart says you just switched to 1440p and it looks absolutely awesome. Thank you. This shall be the way of the future for the time being. Bill Chow says he's the 229th like. Thank you, Bill Chow. Longtime viewer and channel supporter. Did Jelly Bean confirm that we are going to the Starbucks just south of here?
Yeah, New England town.
What the heck is that sound? Please go to the Kendrick Lamar concert. Well, I wouldn't be able to live stream it if I did. So I'm not sure what value you would get from that. Jelly Bean says yes. All right, hot chocolate coming up. As the sun starts to set. Why Haas? $5, worst drivers ever. So much rule breaking and honking. Felt like you were in India. Anyway, go Sens go. If there's one thing I've gotten out of seeing a lot of vlogs from India, is that yes, it is non-stop honking on the streets there. Like it's just chaos. Like honk, honk, honk the whole time. But thank you, Y Haas, for the $5. I'm curious to see how the stream holds up when it gets darker. Usually lower light is challenging quality-wise, but we'll see. Mike T says, plot twist, she bought you a frozen drink. Hey, I'm under no obligation to consume it. I'll still thank her for the effort. Maybe we'll find someone who looks like they could use a drink, but I won't say no to a hot chocolate. AJ, $9.99. Happy New Year. AJ, thank you so much for the $9.99. Happy New Year to you as well. You can see the stretch of Queen Street in tomorrow's video. There should be a Starbucks just in on the right, where a rumor has it there's a drink with Jelly Bean's name on it, which I will awkwardly take. No one's ever questioned why I'm not Julie, but please enter here. Oh, there's nobody in here. Thank you. Music in here, let's get out. Julie, thank you so much. AKA Jelly Bean. Do a little hot chocolate mukbang, but thank you, Jelly Bean, for the hot chocolate. She also, I wanted to get out of there pretty quickly because of the music. Maybe we'll save this for the live stream tomorrow, but we also got ourselves a cookie. I don't know why I said it that way. Don't learn how to pronounce things from me, I guess is the moral of the story. But thank you, Jelly Bean. Bucky Smith, no like he's slow mode. Well, without slow mode, you get spammers galore, unfortunately. Math Doctor says hot chocolate at Starbucks is the bomb. I don't disagree. I'm a hot chocolate fan in general, though. And I've already had like 4 cups of coffee today. I couldn't stop trying to fall asleep when I was home earlier, so maybe caffeine is not what the doctor ordered. Let's cross here. We'll start making our way east a little bit more. Cubano Kings Cuban Cafe. Believe it or not, this hot chocolate, courtesy of Jelly Bean, is almost done. Whew. Yeah, let's go along Adelaide here. I'm going to be wandering around the east side of downtown tomorrow, so we'll stick to the west side. Is this recyclable? I don't know. Seems like the right place to put it. Chris G says the quality is amazing. It's as good as a pre-recorded video. Yeah, the key to that is it's not just the higher resolution, but I'm pushing a much higher bit rate. The last 1440p stream I did was a little bit less bit rate than this, and you could probably tell. But this one, I just said, fuck it. We're trying to see how much I can get out of Bell & Rogers on a stream. And it's holding up, it seems. I should have done New Year's like this. RMX of Nothing says that was a fast drink. Ooh, look at this awesome view unlocked of the CN Tower. Lorraine McLean says, looks amazing. Well, I think the feedback from you guys is speaking for itself. This might have to be the new bare minimum. It's gonna suck when I travel and I can't do it to this extent in other cities, but at least here in Toronto, should be able to get away with it. As we go west or east on Adelaide Street West. Randy Ruck says clear as a bell. Is a bell clear? Jane Jarin says, are we peeping in condos now? We've made it to Peter Street. How long have we been streaming for? 52 minutes? Yeah, Falcom, that's a big part of what's wrong. People just being discriminatory, like it's second nature to them. Mega Tokyo is here. Greetings, Mega Tokyo. There's another Starbucks. So we're heading through the old entertainment district. FYI, I'll be going live tomorrow night, most likely, around 8 p.m. on the Johnny Stumbles channel. For my usual Sunday night live stream, and I've sorted out my webcam situation over there. I think I've got a new setup that should look better than ever on that channel as well. Rico Zaniga 279, Happy New Year, Johnny. Happy New Year, everyone. Rico, thank you so much. Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you for the support and the super chat. Petros 82, authentic Greek experience. Tested says, who wins, Jones or Aspinall? Oh, I think Tommy Boy beats the ever-living shit out of Jones, personally. As great as Jones has been, there's a bit of a age difference. One's a true heavyweight, the other is not. We'll stop and let this guy go. Peter Bradfield, people should pay me to be on Peter Street. Well, Peter, maybe if you're in the area, they would do that, but thank you for the super chat, Peter Bradfield. It's funny you say that because this is John Street. Maybe people should pay me to be on this. There's a Hooters. The last time I was in a Hooters was in Bangkok. Mega Tokyo says, you just checked out my day in the life of vlog. I should do more if I'm comfortable doing more. I think the problem with that is I got good feedback on that video, but if I do more, they're all gonna kind of start to feel the same after some time. There needs to be something a bit more to it than just me waking up and making a smoothie and then bitching about some things, going out and making a video. As a one-off or a once in a blue moon kind of thing, I think it works, but as a regular thing, it'll have to be something else to focus on. Cam says I look more like a Trevor than a John. I have never been told that before, eh? All right, we've got the walk sign. But I do think maybe once a month or so, I'll do a video that's a little out of the box. Not too long ago, I did an apartment tour. I think last month, or the month before, I did that video on bike lanes. This month, we got that day in the life of vlog. It's always fun to do something outside of the box. I've got some ideas for other videos coming up, but the bread and butter of the channel will be the usual walking videos. Speaking of which, I need to do some more twilight hour stuff. The lighting is just so good. There's the Rockin' Horse Saloon. Apparently they have one of those rideable horses you think you would see in, or mechanical bulls that you would see in like a bar in Texas. This place is new, Bar Maya on the left. And there is where Crocodile Rock used to be, a Toronto institution. It was sad to see that place close down. That's the financial district straight ahead. Lisa commenting, the lighting is excellent. Bega Tokyo, it's just harder to get to, but whenever I do go outside of Toronto, I try to stream. I did Mississauga, Brampton, Pickering, so it's not like it doesn't happen. But I'm just as likely to go live from, say, Bangkok or Tokyo than I am another GTA city a lot of the time. D Mussolino, $9.99. D Mussolino, thank you so much. Thank you, D, for the $9.99. Thank you very much. As we approach University Avenue. Yeah, I usually stream Niagara Falls. I could always stop somewhere on the way there or back. Or even go a little out of the way, go to Guelph or something. Hamilton might be an interesting one. Richmond Hill is rare. I did one where I started either at Finch or Yonge and Steeles, and I walked north all the way up to Richmond Hill through Markham. Then when I was up there, I think I did the shopping mall in Richmond Hill. Michael Miles, yeah, that is the St. Regis, formerly the Trump Tower. It was the Trump Tower and Hotel, although It was really a Trump building in name only. And it didn't do so well under that brand, but it was reinvented as the St. Regis. I've done a walkthrough of that hotel. I checked out some of the facilities and one of the rooms. That was back during COVID. I knew someone who, just to sort of get away from things, was frequently booking 5-star hotels in Toronto because they were quite cheap. I was invited in to make some videos. I did the St. Regis, the Ritz-Carlton, the Shangri-La, One King West. Is that Mr. Blue? Welcome to Silver Tier. I'm getting used to the notifications on this thing, but thank you so much for joining the ranks of Silver Tier membership. Bill Chow says, great vlog. You can't beat the commute. Thank you. Local public eatery. That's new. Someone made a comment saying, I've been waiting, or I've been thinking for some time you need to get a real job. On that video, I was like, what? I had one of those. I much prefer this, thank you. Bready coming soon. At one point, I think that's where there was a very bougie Tim Hortons, an experimental Tim Hortons. Let's go north here. Peter Bradfield, I'm going to check out AK's live stream in Brooklyn. All right, Peter Bradfield, thanks for the support and for joining into this one. Have a good night, fine sir. Oh, I got my Zoom all screwed up here. Back when I worked in First Canadian Place, my first day on the job, my boss and one of the members of my team took me to this keg for lunch that day. It was a nice little welcome to the neighborhood kind of thing. I'm a little surprised they survived the pandemic, because I bet the majority of meals at that keg are on a company dime. That's true for a lot of the restaurants in this area. Little Anthony's, I don't know how many times I was out with people and it was always expensed on someone's company card. Little Anthony's Italian restaurant. Any wind downtown? No, the wind seems to have died off. Mr. Blue says, please tell me this is not on a phone. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, I'm using the iPhone 15 Pro to record this. Not my best phone. That would be the S24 Ultra, but it is the one I'm streaming with. Whippy Dude says my written response to the real job comment was good. I got another comment today on my apartment tour video that was like, how are you paying $1,100 a month for that apartment? privilege, question mark? Like, did you not watch the video where I explained that? You know, maybe I rented it a long time ago and benefit from rent control. There's a smart ass comment waiting for that person. I just didn't get around to it yet. Ashley Stewart says the keg for lunch sounds intimidating. I like the keg. They've raised their prices a bit, but it's always consistent. And it comes off as like a very nice restaurant, even though it's a chain. It's literally like 90% what you get from a much higher end, more expensive steak restaurant. Lisa says privilege. Yeah, they use that word wrong, I think. Can I please walk to TMU? I don't know if we're going to go there on this stream, but definitely in a future stream or video. Looks like we're going to be heading past Nathan Phillips Square in a minute. There's City Hall. And holy cow, over 900 viewers. Thank you so much. Friendly reminder, if you want to join in the chat, you do have to be subscribed to the channel. And if you want to be notified when I go live next, do hit that bell. I'll be going live tomorrow, most likely around 8 p.m. on the Johnny Stumbles channel. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to mute it for a second here, as they're playing some music. Sorry for muting it, guys. It's just one of those YouTube things. Kind of have to right now. This is the skating rink at Nathan Phillips Square. It is free to skate. You can...
Attention skaters, please get off the ice as we are now doing ice maintenance. Again, please get off the ice now as we are doing ice maintenance. As you get off the ice, please stand behind the yellow line. Thank you.
All right. Everybody out of the pool.
Off the ice as the Zamboni is coming on. Please get off the ice so that Zamboni can do ice maintenance. Thank you.
All right, so we're just gonna head this way. How long have we been streaming for? An hour and 13. I think we're gonna go for about 90 minutes tonight or so. There's the tree at Nathan Phillips Square.
Attention, just a friendly reminder to please stay behind the yellow line. If you look down and you are standing on yellow, please move behind. Thank you.
You heard it. If you look down and you're standing on yellow, please move. Don't be naughty. Don't do that. Whippy dude. Yes, there is a water fountain there where the ice rink is in the summertime. Oops. I just sent an accidental message to my mom. Sorry about that. Thank you, Jelly Bean, for the hot chocolate and the cookie. Yeah, let's cut through the Eaton Center. This, I think, is a staging ground for the Ontario subway line. Currently under construction. All visitors must register with security. Let's walk right through to the other side. I think they've taken down their Christmas tree, or they've covered it up. That's where the tree used to be. Milestones Grill and Bar. Paul Blunt, $6.99 Saturday night. And we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Thank you, Paul Blunt. And Rihanna Kanada, 500 Japanese yen. Arigato. Thank you, Paul Blunt, and thank you as well for the 500 Japanese yen. Cheers to you guys. As we go north, up Young. Sweat and Tonic. Apparently, I don't know if it's this one, but you can get DEXA scans done at one of their locations. I was going to get mine at Push Pounds over on University. Half decent hot pot there. I'd allow hot pot. A little more expensive than I remembered it being. Malcolm says he wishes he knew Japanese. I watched an awesome video last night of a guy who imported like a 42-inch CRT TV from Japan. It was a white whale, one that people didn't even know if it existed or not, and someone spotted a picture of one on a forum. It was $40,000 brand new in the 80s. And someone reached out and said they could go visit the restaurant where it was spotted 7 years earlier in Osaka, and it was still there, but it was going to be thrown in the garbage in 3 days because the restaurant was being demolished. And the owner agreed to give it to the guy, but then he had to get it imported to America. And no one believed this TV even existed. It's the largest CRT ever made. It was a pretty awesome video. If you're a bit of a nerd, you might like it. Martin Van Own, $10. Thank you, Martin. Thank you very much for the $10. Much appreciated, Martin. Cheers to you. There is Dundas Square. Ooh. Someone being handcuffed and taken into the back of a police cruiser. All right, I gotta mute it for a second. Don't worry, you just missed some bad karaoke, that's all. I love how some of those people were just crossing despite the emergency sirens blaring. You know, maybe wait to see if that vehicle needed to turn south before you walk in front of its path. It's kind of common sense. It's not like it's life or death or anything. But here we are in a very quiet and barren Dundas Square. Holy cow, there is nobody here and nothing going on. Quite the opposite scene from New Year's Eve when it was absolutely packed. Or a week before that when the Winter Glow Christmas Festival was taking place. But it seems as if we are at the end of the stream, everyone. I think this worked out, the 1440p stream. People have given me some great feedback. I can't wait to go home and see how it looked on the big screen. But I'm gonna do a few more streams at this resolution. And if that holds up, we will take the leap and try 4K live streaming. I had a perfect connection despite the insanely high bitrate the whole time. But I want to thank our mods for their good work. I want to thank our Patreon members and channel members as well, or Patreon supporters, and everyone who sent support. You guys have paid for my dinner and a drink or two and then some. So thank you so much, guys. There should be a video tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. EST on the channel, and I'll be going live tomorrow around 8 p.m. if I'm home on time, if not a little bit later than that, on the Johnny Stumples channel. So head over there, subscribe, and hit the bell as well. And then I'll go live on this channel probably Monday or Tuesday. Honk, 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 honk. But I hope you guys all have an awesome Saturday night. Thank you so much for joining us. And let me know down in the comments, leave a comment if you noticed any difference in the quality of this stream. I'm curious to hear your feedback. Anyways, thank you so much, guys. Yoink.